Timon. If I thrive well, I'll visit thee again. Timon. If I hoped well, I'll never see thee more. Alcibiades. I never did thee harm. Timon. Yes, thou spokest well of me. Alcibiades. That harm? Callest thou that harm? Timon. Men daily find it. Get thee away, and take thy bagels with thee. Alcibiades. We but offend him, strike. Beach-drum. Exeunt Alcibiades, Phanerium, and Andrea. Timon. The nature being sick of man's unkindness, should yet be hungry. Common mother thou, digging, whose womb immeasurable and infinite breast teems and feeds all, whose self-same mental, whereof thy proud children, arrogant man, is puffed, endangered, the black-told and outer blues, the glitchless news and eyeless venom with all that abhors birth below crypt's heavens, whereon hypersensions quicken fire both shin, yield him, all thy human souls doest hate, from forth thy plenteous bosom's one poor root, and sear thy fertile and consumptionless womb. Let no more bring our ungrateful men, go great with tigers, dragons, wolves, and bears, teem with new monsters, whom thy upward face, as to the marble mansions all above, never present, all a root's dearest thanks. Dry up thy marrows, vines, and polished thorns least, whereof ungrateful men, with licorice draughts, and morsels of unconscience, grease his pure mind, that from it all considerous lips enters Aphromitius. More men, plague, and Prometheus. I was directly hither men's report, thou doest affect my manners, and doest use them. Timon. 'Tis then because thou doest not keep a dog, whom I would imitate, consumption catch thee. Prometheus. This is in thee a nature but infected, a poor, unmanly, melancholy sprung from change of fortune. Why this spade, this place, this slave-like habit, and these looks of care? They flatter yet wear silk, drink wine, lie soft, hung their diseased perfumes, and have forgot that ever Timon's was. Shame not these woods by putting on the cunning of a caper. Be thou flattered now, and seek to thrive by that which has undone thee. Hinge thy knave, and let thy very breath, whom thou observed, blow off thy cape, praise his most vainquous strain, and call it excellent. Thou wast told thou gratest thine ears in tapestries that bid welcome to knaves and all approaches. 'Tis most just that thou torn rascal, hadst thou wealth gain, rascals shouldn't have. Do not assume my likeness. Timon. Were I like thee, I'd thrown away myself. Prometheus. Thou hast cast away thyself, being like thyself, a madman so long, now a fool. What thinkest that thy bleak air, thy boisterous chamberlain, will put thy shirt on worms? Will these monstries that have outlived thy eagle page thy heel, and skip when thou pointest out? Will the cold book, Candian with eyes coddled thy morning taste, To cure thy overnight surface, call the creatures whose naked nature lives in all spite of wakeful heavens who bears unhoused tongues. To the conflicting elements exposed, answer more nature, build them flatter thee, or thou shalt find, Timon, a fool of thee departs, and Prometheus. I love thee better now than ever I did, Timon, I hate thee worse, Epimetheus. Why, Timon, thou flatterest misery, Epimetheus. I flatter not, but I say thou art a Catioff. Timon, why dost thou seek me out? Epimetheus, to vex thee. Timon, always a villain officer of fools, doest please thyself in it. Epimetheus, I, Timon, what a knave too, Epimetheus. If thou didst put this sour cold habit on, to castigate thy pride, 'twere well, but thou dost enforcedly, thou eldest courier be again, wert thou not a beggar, willing misery. Your turn.
Just make sure when the was in 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to make sure.
You're good. I'm looking at the. Come on.
Okay, I was confused. Like, what are you doing?
I was looking at the time because it looks like it's gonna flip to the next video. It's about that time that it would do it.
Okay.
I think it did do it. It's like 40.
Here, I'll check.
No, don't. Just read, Chloe. You got a lot to read. I want you to read before your class starts. The whole story is like just that. It's Timon. He's got a lot to say.
Outlives in a certain pomp, is crowned before her. The one is feeling still will never compete. The other, her high wish, best state, he contentless, worse than the worst, content.
No, you skipped one. Hath a distracted
and most wretched being, worse than the worst content. Thou shouldst desire to die, being miserable.
Good job.
We got bookmark.
Good job. Proud of you.
No, because this is honestly impossible to read without a freaking bookmarker.
I know.
I'm gonna drop myself and crazy.
Timon has these thick speeches that are easy to lose your place in.
Trying to murder me for.
That was Shakespeare's point. Over 500 years ago, he wanted to murder the Chloe. Don't ask. Okay, read.
I'm not even gonna. Alright, Timon. Not by his breath, and that is more miserable. Thou art a slave whom fortune's a tender arm, no A, fortune's tender arm, with favor.
I always say flavor as a joke, but that's actually a favor. Favor is a word.
Favor, never clasp pet. Capet.
Never clasp it, but
the bread a dog.
Breed.
Huh?
I know it says bride a dog. Breed a dog.
Bride a dog. Hast thou like us from her first swath, preceded these sweet degrees that his brief worlds afford. Too many as
To such
ah, to such as has made the passive drugs of it freely command hand, thou wouldst have been thyself, plunged thyself. In general rot melted down
That's
thy
rot.
rot.
In general rot.
But there's an I, so it looks like riot. In general rot melted down thy youth, and different beds of lust, and never learned no.
You can do it.
The icy
Perceptions
of respect, but followed the sugared game before thee. But myself, who had the world as my
Confederation.
the mouths, the tongues, eyes, and hearts of men, at duty more than I could frame employment, that numberless upon me struck, as leaves do on the oak have with one winter's brush, fell from their haunts and left me open, bare for every storm that blows, I to bear her this that never knew but better. Is some burden thy nature did commence in sufferance? Time hath made thee hard in it. Why shouldst thou hate men? He never flattered thee. What hast thou given? If thou wilt curse thy father, that poor rag must be thy subject, who in spite put stuff to who some she-beggar and compounded thee. Poor rugged heredity.
Poor rogue hereditary.
Hence begone. If thou hadst not been born in the worst of men, thou hast been a knave and flatterer. Appermentus. Art thou proud yet, Timon? That I am not thee. Epennius. I that I was. No prodigal. Timon. I that I am one now, for all the wealth I have shut up in thee, I'd give thee leave to hang it, give thee gone, that the whole life of Athens, or in this, thus I would eat it, gnawing a root. Ew. Epennius, here I mend thy feast, offering him something. Timon, first mend my company, take away thyself. Appendius, so shall I mend mine own by the lack of thine. Timon, 'tis not well mended to who it is but
so. 'Tis not well mended so.
'Tis well not mended so, ho it is but brochet. If not, I would it.
I would it were.
Appendimus.
Appendimentius.
Appendimentus. What wouldst thou have to Athens, art. Timon, thee wither in whirlwind, if thou wilt. Tell them there have gold. Look, so I have.
Awesome
I did
job.
not do good.
You did good. You didn't do awesome. You did good. You could do better. I believe in you. But for now, excellent. Go to class. Shh. I didn't do great either. I why is reading out loud such a trigger for confidence or insecurities?
Because people fear an audience. And if you read out loud, what are you gonna get?
Mistakes.
No, an audience.
You got an audience. Alright.
Yeah, now we got a real audience other than Amanda. Is forced to listen to us.
No, we're forced to
hours.
listen to her all day long,
Yeah.
screaming and yelling.